PC components are extremely hard to find. They're out of stock, not being made, or the ones that you do find, they're extremely overpriced. Well, in this video, I'm going to be doing a PC that you guys can purchase today. It's only going to cost $800, but you can game, stream, even do some light video editing. I'm going to be talking about each component, and of course, we're going to be having some benchmarks. So let's go ahead and take a look. Yo guys, what is the deal? How are we doing today? My name is Joshua and I am here to help you grow and elevate your live stream and gaming experience. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. But if you're returning, thanks for coming through. Well, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, parts are extremely hard to find, but the world keeps going. So we have to do something. We can't just go without having a computer. So if this PC is something that you like, I'm going to drop the links down below. You can purchase. Please note that at the time of this video, of course, it was right under $800. It was, I'll put it right here, the total. Yeah. So keep that in mind when purchasing these, just in case they do go up in price. And if you have any questions, please drop them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any of those that you have. Starting this PC build at $77 is going to be the ASRock B450 motherboard. Now I like this motherboard because, as you can see, right here, it's actually Ryzen 3000 supported. So if you do want to upgrade in the future, you can do that easily without any BIOS update. So note that this is an entry-level motherboard, but at $77 and the features it has, it's actually a really good option. But note that this is going to be a micro ATX motherboard, so it's going to look a little bit smaller than your average motherboard. Getting into the CPU, we have a Ryzen 5 1600AF. Now it's very important that you get the AF because of its price point and its performance. How you know is if you look on the back SKU right here, or just whenever you are ordering, it is going to say BBAFBOX. The regular 1600 has a different SKU. Make sure this is the SKU that you get because it is a little bit slower than a 2600, way faster than the original 1600. With this CPU, you're going to save money. It's $150, and you also get the CPU cooler with it. This is a 16-core 12-thread processor at a 3.2 gigahertz base clock and a 3.6 gigahertz precision boost. So if you do want to overclock this, you might get a little bit more performance out of this. At $66.99, you can get 16 gigabytes of 3000 megahertz RAM. It's actually the Crucial Ballistics. It has a very nice stealth black finish to it. It feels very sturdy and great quality. You don't get any type of RGB with it. However, you get the nice high speed of 3000 megahertz at a very affordable price point. Not much more to talk about this, but I do have to say that it is a very nice, slick black finish, and something for not having RGB on it. Looks freaking nice. Now, one of the important things when building your computer is your hard drives. Well, in this case, we have an SSD. This is the Samsung 860 EVO. We got 500 gigs of this. We're going to be putting the operating system on here and all of our main application as well as games on this. This helps with your boot up and loading of all your games and applications extremely fast. So in addition to that, if you need some extra storage, you can go ahead and get a 2 terabyte hard drive. However, this will put you above budget, so just note that. If you want to stay right under or at the $800, don't get this one. Now, it's not going to be as fast as the SSD. So if you want to get some extra storage, but you want to have it fast as well, you can just go ahead and get a second SSD. The case that we're going to be using is the Montech X2 mesh. It has a nice mesh front panel so that we can get some good airflow in. It also has 3 RGB fans. They're not addressable, they just stay as is, but altogether this case looks very beautiful, and it's only $69. It was a pretty big case and it looks like the cable management will be easy. However, it's a very small gap on the back that makes it a little bit hard for the cable, so do note that if you want something a little bit easier, you can go ahead and purchase something $69 or lower just to stay under budget. One of my personal favorites is the NZXT, and I think it's like 50 something bucks or right around this price, but there's no RGB fans. If that's something that you do want, I'll also drop that link down below. But besides that, at $69, I would recommend this if you're looking for something with great airflow and something that looks good. Next in line is going to be the 80 plus bronze power supply. It's 500 watts by Seasonic. It's not modular, so the extra cables are going to have to be zip tied and put underneath your case neatly. But one of the pros on this is that each cable is a flat black, so it's not going to have any ketchup or mustard on it and won't throw your PC colors off. And lastly, but most importantly, it's going to be the graphics card. We ended up going with the 1660 Ti by MSI. This is the Gaming X model. It's very, very quiet. It is based on the Turing architecture, so you are going to have the latest NVENC encoder. It does have 6 gigabytes of memory and has both DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI 2.0. And because we have to get the best performance, I was looking at all the benchmarks, and this graphics card is one of the highest in its tier, if not the best 1660 Ti. So now that this PC is built, let's go ahead and take a look at the benchmarks. I ended up doing Fortnite as well as Rocket League, Valorant, and Tomb Raider just to offer a wide selection of different games. But before you watch these benchmarks, hit that like button and subscribe if you're not. Now let's go. Now, what can I say? This PC is somewhat of a beast. It never got hotter than 65 degrees Celsius. We were able to run high and max out settings in 1080p. I didn't do any 1440p just because of time constraint. However, I'm very confident that you would be able to play seamlessly. But that's all I have for you guys. So if you've stuck around this long, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. And of course, if you have any questions, please drop them down below. But in the meantime, guys, you know what to do. Game up, stream up. Peace.